always had a very fond of the Navy and the ships and so forth. And the Navy struck me very well. And the state Navy was good to me. I was always picked to be the leader of the platoon. I don't know why, but I was always, I must have did something wrong. When the first time aboard ship, it was the SS Ranger. It was a large aircraft carrier. And I was just 18 years old. And we had gone aboard ship to help the crews up there. And I had to go to the bathroom. I said, "Where's the toilet?" And they said, some sailors said, "We don't have bathrooms on this ship." I said, "What do I?" He says, "You ask for the head." I don't know where the head's at. He said, "Let me lead you there, sailor." I found out where the head was at. That was the toilet. We were in a big, large convoy, the largest convoy out. I have no idea how many ships we lost. And we finally got to Belfast after 8 days at sea. We were in Londonderry, Northern Ireland. We were stationed in Londonderry. It was a camp, all Quonset huts. And I was the head of the camp. And we saw him out there, and we wondered who he was. So I went and asked him, and he says he was a merchant sailor, and all he had was the clothes he had on him. He didn't have no money, no clothes, no nothing. I said, "Where's all your shipmates?" He says, "Well, I lost them. I don't know what happened to them." And I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "I was from New York." So I called him in my hut, and he was about my size. I fitted him with my clothes. Gave him 2 pounds, $8. And he went ashore and had a good time. And he gave me a knife. I have a knife that he gave me. And he said, "I want you to keep this for you to remember me." I missed the Normandy invasion. I was hospitalized for a hernia. And that was I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. All of my shipmates were killed. Every one of them was killed. The ship I was supposed to be on, they were all killed. We had large generator plants, and I was picked to watch them. And I signed into them to have watch clear around the clock. And it wasn't easy, and that's where I must have lost a lot of my hearing. We didn't have earphones then, or ear protectors. And it was, you stand right by the engine that's revving up at 1,200 RPMs. And you'll hear nothing but noise for 12 hours. We stood watch, 12 on and 12 off. Yeah, we called all the English sailors not limeys. The reason they called them limeys in the British Navy, their drinking water was pitiful, and they needed lime to support their bodies. So they called them limey. I was a champion. I was a welterweight champion in the Navy.
A welterweight champion in the
147 pounds. Yeah, I fought quite a bit in the Navy. Nobody wanted to mess around with me.
That's a great, great picture of you there.
Yeah, I was pretty well known in the Navy.
Did you have a nickname as a boxer? What did you call yourself as a boxer?
Featherweight.
Featherweight.
And then I moved up to a lightweight, and then a welterweight. We boarded Queen Elizabeth. They let the German prisoners on the ship first. There were 5,500 German prisoners. And they had the upper deck, and we had all the lower decks. But they were pretty good. Well, they were human beings like us. And we got along good with them. They were behind cages, and they had the ship locked off doors with cages. And then we go up and talk to them, and we could see the Japanese come aboard. We could see all our officers right behind them. We could see the signing. When they were signing, they had lights on it. We were told to be very careful not to say anything, and be very polite to them. And we were told that don't get snotty with them. The Nagata, that's a Japanese battleship, and it was a big battleship. And I was picked to go to the Nagata, go to the engine room, see how it worked, and see if we can get the engine started. But the Japs are very clever. That engine was started with air compressors, and they damaged them all, so you couldn't start the engine. But one of our officers was very clever. He got oxygen tanks aboard our ship, and we made fittings to put on the engine that took the place of the air, and we got the engine started. See, he was in this ship were torpedoed by the Japanese. I was in charge of the diesel room. They gave him to me to be in my group, and I called him an old man. He took my name, he took a very good liking to me, and gave me his address and phone number, and he took a big liking to me. And when I came out of the Navy, I looked him up. He was an officer for General Motors. That's how I got to work for General Motors. It was picked very directly into the injector governor room, which is one of the better jobs in the factory. I was picked to stay aboard the Delta to put it in mothballs. And they're very interested in how you do that. And I mothballed the engines and air compressors and all the electrical equipment. I was responsible for all that. No, they wanted me to stay in, believe me. They played the violins and bugles. They wanted me to stay in. They said, Mr. Fernandez, this is the captain, the fourth striper. And he called me up to his cabin. He said, I want you to stay in. He said, I know you have a sick wife. I know that. We know that. We will put her in the sanitarium for you and take care of her. You need not worry about any expenses. I said, no, I better go out of the Navy. And I went out. But they treated her super. They put her in a hospital sanatorium. They treated her super. I was at Great Lakes Naval Training Station. They took a picture of all of us, and that's how we were dressed for the parades.